we're talking about dating app burnout. It is a real thing that has been happening a lot because, let's face it, online dating is exhausting and frustrating, and sometimes you just can't do it anymore. But if you're aware, burnouts are really bad crash outs. Once you burn out, it takes so much energy to build yourself back up and to go back and put yourself out there. And I'm pretty sure you know with dating, you don't want to one feel burned out, but you also number two don't want to lose more time if you have to use so much more time to get yourself back out there, right? So how do you prevent dating app burnout, and what can you do, when you decide before burnout it's time to take a break? Well, I'll be going over all of that today, and before I do that, please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Ruby Love, the dating coach for the good intentioned gentleman. Okay, so there's two big parts I'm going to talk about today in regards to dating app burnout. And number one, it's in regards to how to prevent it. So when you are online dating, what you can do so that you don't reach burnout. And then also number two, I'm pretty sure you guys are aware that the first step to not burning out is knowing when to take a break. But I want to talk about the break itself, what to do during the break so that you can make sure you use it wisely and you can come back stronger. Okay, so let's talk about how to prevent dating app burnout. There's two things to focus on in regards to that to make sure you don't burn out. Number one is healthy expectations, and number two is balance, balancing it all. So, number one, in regards to healthy expectations, so what are healthy expectations? Well, it's having no expectations. That's right. Many times, unhealthy expectations are actually what leads to burnout. Unhealthy expectations of thinking, I need to have, this amount of matches per week. Oh no, this week I'm not having enough. Oh my, this number of conversations is not happening. And you're just like, you have this expectation in your mind. And when it doesn't happen, it gets very frustrating and it gets very, very heavy, right? And honestly, I just want to say that I actually think having expectations in general in your life is unhealthy. Now, there's a difference between having goals. I think it's okay to have goals and taking the steps towards your dreams and having purpose. But there's a difference between that and actually having these expectations for yourself. It's okay to want to lose weight, right? Or you want to get that six pack. It's okay to want that partner. That's why you're online dating. But it's not healthy to then put yourself and think, I have to lose this many pounds within this amount of time. And today's not happening, and why? And it's the same thing with online dating. It's how come this conversation didn't happen? How come she didn't turn out to be the one? Time is ticking. It's mostly time that really frustrates many people. Time, but also just the expectations of results. The results need to happen now, right? And so we want to make sure that instead of expectations, it's reframing your intent with especially online dating. The intent, of course, of being online dating in the long run is to find your partner, to find your wife. But what is the intent of being on this? It's just to get to know people, to connect with people, these new people, and and hope that one of them will turn into your next partner or your wife. But if it doesn't, that's okay because you just keep moving forward. Because remember, sometimes that the one, your wife, may not even be on the apps right now. What if she joins next week or the next month? You don't know, right? But you're keeping your mind open and welcoming these connections. And when they don't happen, if they don't happen, then that's okay. But the intent should just be to utilize this platform that enables you to meet new people in hopes of going to your goal in future. And on top of that, if you feel confused or you're unaware of how to do something, then you learn more about it. You're taking action in regards to it. You watch YouTubes, you watch YouTube videos if you want to learn more about specific area that you don't know about, and that's how you're taking action in it, right? But you're just doing what you can, and you're just continuing forward until you start to feel a little exhausted or frustrated, and then that's when maybe you decide to take a break or take a step back because you're just tired or life is happening and life is lifing, and it's okay, right? But again, the healthy expectations is to have no expectations and to do your best to find a way to enjoy it and to connect and keep going. So that's in regards to expectations. Now, balance. I feel like people start to get imbalanced when they spend so much time on these apps and they swipe endlessly. I think it's really key to make sure you have other areas in your life that you're enjoying and that are fulfilling, and that your main focus just isn't on this one goal and you spend hours and hours on it. That's really it. Finding balance for yourself and making sure that your mindset isn't so enmeshed into your dating life that it becomes your identity. That's happened to people. They forget their hobbies, they forget their interests, they forget their friends, and all it becomes is just dating, and then they allow dating to define who they are. So balance in life, have a time limit for yourself. Maybe only swipe through for 10 minutes, but the others is cultivating conversations, and then maybe you spend 20 minutes on growing in dating, watching YouTube videos, reading blogs, and just learning more, doing more for yourself. And then the other parts is just building your life, living a fulfilling life. Balance is really key. So how much are you feeling like dating is a necessity? It's like that desperation feeling, right? And if you're having that, I suggest you take a step back and ask yourself, how do I find balance in all of this? Right? So those really two main things are key into preventing burnout when you're on these apps. Now, there will come a point. It happens to everybody. It happened to me. Reminder, I met my husband through an online dating app, Coffee Meets Bagel. But there were definitely times where it exhausted me and I knew I needed to take a break. And it's very, very important to know and to not push yourself to burnout and to recognize I'm exhausted. So when you feel that trigger of exhaustion and feeling like you're just starting to feel that lack of motivation in regards to being present on dates or on messages, feeling low about yourself, it's time to take a break. So let's talk about the break within itself, because I feel like many people take breaks and then they come back and they could just come back to the same thing. So they're not actually spending their break very productively and very well. So, in regards to dating app burnout breaks, what to do? So, number one is many people just leave the apps like they're on their phone or they deactivate it. Little hint for you, it's important for you to actually delete your account. Deleting your account will then help reset the algorithm, as you'd say, in regards to your profile and the apps. Many times, certain apps, if they see you there for a long time, they will continue to give you the same results. They'll continue to give you, let's say you had bad matches before, they'll continue to give you bad matches. So it's really important to delete your account, as if you do not want a trace of your name, your profile anywhere in the apps. So number one is to do that. Okay. Number two, time limit and minimum as well. So making sure that the time minimum for a break, especially when you're deleting the apps, is 1 week. You want to make sure the app has no trace of you for at least a week. But most people, when you take a break like this, I do suggest to take more of a week break. Usually a month is pretty healthy, but what is the maximum, right? Because you do want to limit for yourself so that you don't delay and delay and delay and only realize, oh, it's been a year and I haven't done anything and I'm older now. So I think giving yourself kind of like a deadline to come back is really healthy. And I would say a maximum is 3 months, because after 3 months, it's like missing a whole season. You don't want to miss that much. There could be opportunities there. So again, in regards to dating app burnout breaks, the limit should be minimum a week, maximum 3 months. Now, how do you spend your time during these breaks? This is key. This is super, super key. It's all about how you spend your time and what you do during these breaks that will actually uh, let you come back stronger or let you come back having the same feelings. So, number one is to make sure to look internally within yourself. So, as I mentioned um, previously, it's all about your fulfilling life, right? So, look within first. Where do you feel like you want to still grow in? Right? I don't think anyone's perfect. I really don't think so. So, where in your life are you still not fulfilled? Maybe there are hobbies that you realize you didn't get to pick up because online dating really took over your emotions and your mental health. Pick up those hobbies. Maybe there's interests or hobbies you haven't been able to do. Maybe you have been wanting to go back to tennis, pickleball, or yoga, running. You just haven't been able to do that. Go back to it. Have you been hanging out with your friends? Have you been spending time with family? Live a fulfilling life and grow in it. Are you happy with how you look, your weight? If you're not, grow in that. And when you are going back to who you are and living a fulfilling life and growing in another area, it just transitions into dating and you get more motivated to grow in dating because you're already growing in another area in your life. So it's very, very much key to get yourself back out there and doing things that you love, or remembering who you are, remembering your identity, so that online dating and these women that you're dating are not defining you. So it's key to go back to living a fulfilling life. And normally, when you start feeling great again and fulfilled and feeling like you don't need a partner, you like one, but don't need one, that's when you're ready to go back to online dating, right? So that's the first bit, to look within and look internally in your own personal life. Number two, you want to then also look at any negative narratives in regards to online dating, women, or yourself, but that's kind of my last point, but personally. So many times, just like healthy expectations or having unhealthy expectations, people don't realize that they have these negative narratives or judgments on online dating. And because of it, online dating will never be a success. Because you're going to look at every profile and think about how awful these women are, or you're going to look at online dating and think that it never works. When in reality, hello, I'm pretty sure you know online dating works, or else it wouldn't be around. And you know, pretty sure at this point, you know someone that's had success in online dating, but you continue to have this negative narrative that it won't work, maybe for you. So it's important to look at those narratives and just start reframing them, letting it go, accepting what you have control over, empowering yourself and what you can control, and take it from there. So many people don't look at this part. So many people don't. And this is actually why I'm a dating coach for a lot of my clients, because they find themselves so stuck in these narratives that's so hard to get out, that they need that other perspective, or they need someone to hold them accountable and be like, hey, 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 you're doing it again. You're doing it again. Get yourself out of this. And that's what finally is the breakthrough for them to finally achieve that success, because they're having fun. They go back to online dating and they're having fun, and they're just doing the best they can and taking any step that they could, and now they're having a great time, right? So that's that. So that's how to prevent online dating app burnout, but also how to utilize your break. So I know it's really crazy. It's tough out there in dating, but I hope you know that if you commit and you invest and you seek support wherever you can, like talking to me, you can do that. You know, you will achieve that success if you're committed to growth, and just remembering that you're doing the best you can. And if you reach the end of this video, you're doing a lot right now. So congrats. I mean, that, what am I, put a pat on the back for you. Congrats, you're going. And as long as you continue to go, take breaks where you can, you got this. And again, I'm here to support if you need me. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you at the next one.